Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to create a library management project. Here, I've created a React project using an npx create React app, and also I have pre-installed few of the libraries like Axios, Bootstrap, JSON Server, React Router, DOM. All of it is a latest version. So now let's go ahead and create a project. Create our components. First, for creating a project, the layout of my project is going to look like the first and foremost page is going to be a login. And as soon as we log in, we'll have to get a header, and within that, we'll be able to add books and add members and change the role of a member. Here, we are going to have two different roles. One is librarian, and another one is an member. So we can create a member and we can change the role of a member from a librarian to a member, or from a member to a librarian. So these are options we will have, and also a member login can borrow a book by looking into the list of books that's available. So all these are the functionalities that we are going to concentrate on this specific project. Here, to start with, let us create one folder for the layout purpose. The layout is going to be header, footer, and the main content. So now to start with, I'll create a header navbar. In this header navbar, with the help of a React snippet, what I'll do, I'll create a functional component. This functional component, let us try if it's working or not. So for testing, I'll just give testing navbar. And meantime, let me execute this project. I'll always prefer executing my project from the command prompt because it helps me to see or look at my errors in a proper flow. Know if there's any messages that's coming from the compiler, I could see it everything at once in the stretch. So I've given us, sorry, to do it from, we have to give the npm run start from the place where there is an package.json. Okay, now here in the app.js, meantime, let me go ahead and remove all of this dummy contents which is already there in the app.js, and I will make a call to my header navbar. Okay, now start, let it start. Meantime, we shall also go ahead and design other components. So other components are going to be two different pages. One, the two things that firstly we will concentrate on is login. And as soon as I log in, upon a successful login, I'll go ahead and show a landing page. So for that, I'll create another folder that's going to be called as components. And inside this components, I'll create one file that's called as an login.js. And we need another component also that's called as a landing.js. Okay, here let me go ahead and give us RFCE, and it will automatically bring us one login.js. And here also I'll go ahead and with the help of React that I'll create a landing page. And now we have done this creation of a components that is necessary for our first step. And the second step would be I would have to create, on an successful click of a login, I have to go ahead and showcase my landing page. Only when login is successful, I want to show my login page. So which means that until that time, the landing page should not show. For that, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and configure the router. With the help of a router, I'll be able to do the navigation from one component to another component. So for that purpose, always we have to enwrap our app component with the help of to the browser router. That's the first step we have to do. I'll remove the React word strip mode. This is step 3. The second step that we have to do is the next step is here. I will create a navigation for everything. But I don't want a navigation for my header navbar because it should be visible on all my screens except for login. We'll see how to eliminate that for the login screen in the coming sessions. But right now, let's add React route and router. Sorry, route. Routes. The two things that I want to get added. Routes. Collection of route is called routes. So firstly, to enable a router, I'll just go ahead and unwrap my code with the routes area, and within which I'll just go ahead and call my route, and I'll configure the route here. So right now we need two routing paths. One is for login, that is equal to, we'll call it as login, and the element that should get navigated upon click of a login is login itself. And here I'll have to create another path that's going to be landing. And here, whenever on successful click of a login, I have to go ahead and show the login page. Sorry, the landing page. And now, let's see if it is executing the development server. Okay, let it come. Meantime, let's go ahead and design our header navbar. For designing our header navbar, what we do, go to the Bootstrap website, and here we are going to use Bootstrap here. So we will use take help of a navigation bar. Code step that's available in Bootstrap. So we have lots of design over here. We can choose the design that's appropriate for our project. Okay, I'll choose this off canvas navbar. So let me take a copy of this code, and I'll use an empty fragment over here. Then I'll copy that code to this place. The HRMO will not have a slash. So here I'll go ahead and slash also. So the title of the navbar is not going to be off canvas navbar. So instead I'll just add it as an Marina library. And also I need few of the titles, like here also it should come as Marina library. So let me add here this off canvas also called as an Marina library. And next that I want to change the menu bars also, that needs to come home, link, drop down. But instead of which I have to do home, let home be there. That's going to be the landing page and user registration. And then check availability. I don't want this drop down menu, but instead of which I want to have only the menu icons. For adding menu icons, you copy the same item, use as one of the books. The next one is penalty collection in case user is not delaying his payment or book returning, we'll do a penalty collection. And then we are going to have a request return books. Then we'll have requesting the return books and the borrowed books list. And when the request for a book is returning of a book is raised, then we have to return a book from the member login. So for that, we'll have a return books menu. And then a member can also keep a status of how many books he or she has completed. So here we'll books completion, book reading status. And this is all that I want in my menu bar. And I also need one more thing that's going to be a logout button. So for logout button, I will have it after my search button. So it's going to be called as a logout itself. The drop down menu. For now, I'll just remove my ULNI. That's going to be a drop down menu. I don't need it. If I will see it later, it is not necessary also. I have added one list item. So to this list item, I'll just call this as a logout. Okay. And probably after my search box, I'll show. So you can see search, and then I want the logout. Now you can see that all the menus are coming up here. But the problem is I'm not able to see it in an appropriate Bootstrap format. So to bring in a Bootstrap format, what we'll have to do is we'll have to add the Bootstrap references to our website. There are plenty of ways we can add the Bootstrap references to our project. But here I'm going to make a straight way of adding it into the index.js. So how do I add it is import and bootstrap slash test slash css slash bootstrap dot min dot. And we also require another package that is the JavaScript help library help. So I'll also import the JavaScript file. Bootstrap dot. So now let's go ahead and take a look if it's reflecting into our UI. For a quick check, we could also add it like we can go ahead and add a button. And then we can give the class name equal to boolean between primary or success or any we can give to check if it's working. So if we wanted to combine. So now we could see that there is a header navbar that's got applied, and also we could see all the menus that we have added. Now, okay, the logout is standing out because it is having only one li at the bottom as a separate one. We'll convert that into a button instead of a list later into while we are changing the menu. And also I would like to change the color of my navigation bar. For changing the color of my navigation bar, instead of BG body territory, I'll go ahead and add a BG primary. Also, I want my off canvas bar to have a different color over that. Off canvas, and so here I'll give us BG. Primaries. When I go here, you can see that it is going to be in a blue color theme, and also this is going to be in a subtle blue color theme. And here, and there is a problem in the way we have commented our code, so I will comment this. We'll comment this completely. Here, let me convert this into a button instead of a list item because there is no UL here. When I convert it into a button, I can just add as a class name. And for now, give it as BTN. This. Okay, so there is a button of BTN item danger. So now to increase the space between the search bar and this one, I'll go ahead and give it some play something. Make a slightly move down. Now our header navbar is done. So now let's go to our login page. For the login page, let's go into the login component. And here, I'll keep the div as it is because I'll have to do some positioning for this. And then I'll add a H3. And to this, I'll be adding the class name that's going to be a which is going to be called as an heading. And then I'll give here the title as login. And I want to add a specific styles to my login.css. So I mean login component. So I'll just add a file called as login.css. This login.css, I will import in the login.js. I'll import my login.css. So let us keep this until here as a first module, and we will see the continuation of it in our second video. And stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.